Northern California, right on the bay. That's the setting for the Heat. Two terrific players, Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo, both looking to ignite their team as they get ready for action at Chase Center. Heat, Warriors, and back in a moment for the tip-off. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And checking out some numbers for Jimmy Butler.
And he hasn't been making as much of an impact with his defense as he had been earlier in the season. Steal numbers have dropped off in the past 5 games. He'll need to put a lot more effort into his defense here tonight.
So here's Miami's starting group. Wiggins in the front court along with Adebayo. Richardson is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Richardson in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Warriors, Jimmy Butler is out there with Horford. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And there's Maverick. And it's Curry in at the point guard. NBA basketball in the spotlight, and the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. also celebrated in our games today and tonight, Greg.
It's great to honor a man who spoke for equality and justice, and in a league that's given voice to many communities working towards that equality.
Clock at 6. The kick out to Adebayo. For 3, Richardson. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet.
And what can't Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
Crosses over. 2 points. That one goes.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Powell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Back to Kuminga. Outside Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Yeah, Jimmy throwing it down. Wow, that was tough.
Here's Richardson. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here's Maverick. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game. From outside the arc, rebound by the Heat.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Richardson the pass to Richardson. That one goes. Count it.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Now, here's Butler. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And the basket by Curry.
Yeah, great to see Butler sharing the basketball. Passes like that help develop team chemistry.
And a quiet disposition for Andrew Wiggins. Tim, he lets his game do the talking.
Well, Kevin, his teammates love him for that reason. And remember, he was a key cog in Golden State's title in 2022. And the Warriors players and coaches had a difficult time parting with him.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Curry, a screen on Richardson. Shot clock at 5. Maverick can't hit. Heat have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Pass to Wiggins. Lets it go with the 3. And Curry pulls it down. The Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. And it's 6 points for the Bulldozer. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Outside Kuminga. Outside Butler. Back to Kuminga. Over Wiggins. And the Warriors miss again.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Richardson, the bounce pass. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Butler with the steal. Pass to Maverick, and stolen by Richardson. To the middle. And that one's good. Wiggins.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Stephen Curry's checked in for the Warriors. Smith checked in for the Heat. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, the Cobra.
And you can see how valuable he is to the team with the amount of offense that he generates. Rarely is there a bucket where he didn't have a hand in creating it.
Now in his late 30s, Steph Curry, Tim, continues to be a dominant force.
Well, his conditioning is on a world-class level, Kevin. He's never been one to beat you with his explosiveness, so his plan is just to outlast his opponents.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Slammed in by Richardson.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. And it's the Warriors with the ball. The Heat getting the bucket. Back to Butler. Golden State moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Curry against Richardson. The shot by Curry, no good. The Heat leading by 6. Inside. So it's Richardson with the jam.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Here's Maverick, still without a basket. The shot from 20 feet away. Miami grabs the miss. Richardson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Powell left side, and stolen by Horford. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Allie. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Richardson drains the 19-footer. Richardson's got 5 now.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Butler finds Curry, takes a 3, and the Warriors another 3.
That is a solid start for him. 3 for 4.
Powell outside. Back to Smith, down low, and stolen by Horford. Curry with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. And he lobs it up toward the rim, hammers the alley-oop through.
Really nice decision there. When Jimmy Butler handles the ball, you expect good decisions.
Miami's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. We've seen the Heat struggle in close games in the 4th quarter, Tim. Why is that?
I don't think, Kevin, they've got a lot of natural shot makers in those situations. Just not enough instinctive scorers. A lot of players feel the pressure of those big shots.
A different look for Miami. Wiggins comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Rozier in for Smith. Green with a screen on Rozier. Pass to Maverick. Pulls up on the wing, and it goes down 2 points. Maverick's got his 2nd basket of the night.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. Curry is out there with Curry. And it's Maverick in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They trail by 6. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, the bench changed the game. What a shot in the arm to this offense. That second unit was incredible.
Rozier, the pass to Richardson. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Outside, Green, beyond the arc. Rebound by the Heat. Richardson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Richardson with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Warriors trail by 6. Pass to Curry. Here's Kuminga. He's coming off a 13-point game against Charlotte. It's tipped. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
The Heat leading by 6. Richardson outside. Jaquez outside. Pass to Richardson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Richardson's got 14 points for the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And the Warriors have some changes. Horford comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Stephen Curry. Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Heat. Powell comes in for Terry Rozier. And it's Kuminga at the elbow. And Powell with the basket on the assist by Wiggins. And now a 10-point Heat lead. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Heat.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition. Racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
Shot clock at 2. If it counts, Butler's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Powell, the pass to Richardson. Oh, good with the triple. Golden State's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Got a hand on it. And it's the Warriors on the break. And finished off by Kuminga.
And Jimmy Butler lulling you to sleep there on D. And he initiates the break.
Wiggins outside. Richardson with a screen for Wiggins. Back to Richardson. Got it. Good job in the low post. Richardson's got 6 points in the quarter.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Horford the pass to Maverick. Here's Curry. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Pass to Richardson. Lets it go from deep. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Adebayo's got 3 assists now in this one. Warriors trail by 9. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul.
3rd team foul.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first half. Curry on the wing. 10 points for him. And stolen by Richardson.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does. great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Well, he had the spotlight. Why not add a little flair?
And we finish one half of basketball. Heat lead by 11. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Hello, everybody. Tipping off halftime, let's start things off with a look at the All-Star voting.
Right around this time, I would find out who my teammates were on the All-Star roster. Sadly, I was unable to play alongside Kenny. Sad for him, not for me.
See, that's unnecessary, Shaq. That is just unnecessary. Who's to say I want to be on your team anyway?
Well, you called me ugly earlier. You called me ugly earlier.
I never called you that.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Miami Heat.
Something my partner will appreciate. These guys are living in the paint, and it's going to be hard to move them out of there, Shaq.
Yeah, that's what we call renters' rights. They are holding that lease, baby.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Thanks again for joining us, and welcome back to our special Martin Luther King Day presentation of the NBA. Really an incredible game from the machine.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. On the court for the Heat, Wiggins in the front court along with Adebayo. Richardson is out there with Norman Powell, and it's Richardson in at the 5 down low. The Heat leading by 11. Richardson dishes to Richardson. Rebound by Butler. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. Horford kicks to Butler. Here's Maverick. It's hauled in by Richardson. Richardson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Powell. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Good ball movement here by Miami. And Powell with the basket on the assist by Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 4th assist in this one. And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question.
Well, he's mainly been a scorer throughout his career, but you like that Wiggins that time kept his head on a swivel.
Kuminga up top. He has 6. Here's Curry, and Curry with the stop.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
Powell against Curry. Richardson right side. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Warriors trail by 16. Horford with a screen on Powell. Outside, Horford fires the 3, and it's Miami with the rebound.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Horford with a screen on Adebayo. And stolen by Richardson. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Adebayo's got 5 assists tonight, and so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Let's keep it going for your Warriors dancers.
Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. Number 5, the Warriors.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Hits it from three-point range.
Nice job using Butler off the ball, getting him a shot in rhythm.
Up top, Curry, guarded by Powell. Over to the wing. Outside Curry. Pass to Horford. Here's Maverick. Shot clock at 6. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Curry.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Wiggins kicks to Powell. Richardson for 3. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitive.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Maverick. 6 points for him. Curry a screen on Richardson. Good work there as it goes. Maverick's got 8 points. The Heat leading by 13. Richardson outside. From deep. Richardson no luck.
It's just not his night from the 3. But this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
Outside Butler. Top of the key. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 6th assist on the night. Outside, Adebayo. Back to Richardson. The kick out to Adebayo. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Powell. He's averaging 15 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they've needed him.
Tim, some forget prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
Quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Heat.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
And they have also done a great job capitalizing on turnovers. Whenever they get a steal, they are off to the races. They're going to try to keep that going.
Stephen Curry's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Smith checked in for the Heat. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Smith kicks to Powell. Pass to Adebayo. Now Richardson. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Powell. 12 points for him. Here's Richardson. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Curry.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
And it's in there.
And Curry is really putting his stamp on this one.
And here's Smith. No scoring in this one. Pass to Richardson. Back to Richardson. And the layup's good off the glass.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
They set the screen. Outside Curry. A three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, guys. Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about." This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Outside Curry. Over Richardson. Curry can't get it to go. The Heat leading by 9. Powell, the pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And that one's on the defense right there. If you let Adebayo get this close, he will punch it on you.
Nikola Jovic is checked in for the Heat. Jaime Jaquez comes in for Richardson. Golden State's gone 4-6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Pass to Butler. Takes the three. Norman Powell with the rebound.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
Smith outside. Richardson with a screen for Smith. Picked off in midair. Curry kicks to Curry. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
It's deflected. 18 feet out. And Curry pulls it down. Curry's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Green dishes to Butler. Pass to Moody. Curry on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot is good. 22 points for the Cobra.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half. Getting away from the three-point shot.
Andrew Wiggins checked in for Richardson. Both teams will make substitutions. Warriors leading by 3. We've got Butler. Kuminga out there with Horford. Then it's Curry. And it's Curry in at the 2. That's the Warriors' foul.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
Wiggins outside. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And again, it's the Heat missing. Pass to Butler. From deep three-point land. Miami grabs the miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And it's Miami with the rebound. Richardson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Adebayo, and he uses the glass on the layup.
That's where Adebayo makes his living, in the paint.
To the wing right side. Back to Curry. Outside Butler. Over Wiggins. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
and won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
Powell feeling it out a bit. Richardson, he gets it in there. And it's now 26 points for the Bulldozer.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
Wiggins outside. Powell kicks to Richardson. Richardson with the screen on Button. Back to Richardson. A slam dunk by Richardson.
And when Wiggins moves the rock, it's a huge plus for the offense.
Outside Curry. Rozier against Curry. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. The Heat trail by 3. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Mavericks checked in for the Warriors. Heat also with the sub. Richardson's checked in. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. There was a sense of urgency. Coach said, quote, "We are right there, guys. Just stay together and trust one another. Let's take this one. Guys, let's see how that message resonates with the team."
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Curry passes to Maverick. Now Kuminga. Powell there for the rebound. Butler with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Now Horford.
And why not go to Horford? Big Al has played in so many big games, not intimidated by the moment.
Now here's Powell. Richardson outside. It's blocked, and they'll get another chance. Golden State's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Outside Kuminga. And get the 3. And Miami shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
And yeah, it's good.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Richardson outside. Oh, that was a two-hander.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Curry. What a finesse finish on the way-in.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the 4th quarter.
And they pick up the 2.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
Well, the margin for error is getting smaller, so the stakes on each possession are getting bigger.
Second personal foul, 3rd team foul. At the line for your Warriors, Curry. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And both free throws good for Curry.
This team knows they can rely on him in these situations. He is so consistent at the free throw line.
Tries it from 19. Got it.
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
Here's Butler.
And that's what you can always count on from Bam. He is ready to turn away any chance at the rim.
Curry against Powell. And the shot will go down.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Not only ties it up with the hoop, but puts them in front now with the free throw. That could be the play of the game if they come out on top.
And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Fires the three, and down goes the three.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way. And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Team foul. At the line for two.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to one. And both free throws good for Curry.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
Curry against Powell. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
And big time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the two-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Thoughts on what coach wants to do here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Number 12. Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Heat. Richardson taking two shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a three-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a four-point ballgame.
Yeah, analytics aside, players making important free throws is always valued by their team.
Timeout called the Warriors. They trail by 4. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Well, at this point, everything has to go your way to extend this game.
Curry, a three-pointer, good.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Shooting for Miami. Richardson taking two shots.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And that could seal it at the line. He looked totally composed the entire time.
Drained from outside. And we are headed to overtime. A two-or-die defensive stop. And they come up big. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. We've got Butler. Curry is out there with Maverick. Then there's Horford. And it's Kuminga in at the 3, the small forward. Now Curry. Now Butler. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touches it last. And you think of the different styles of play. Tim, is there one that you prefer watching?
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Curry looking around. Horford trying to free himself up. Can't get it.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Curry on the wing. By Powell, and he jams it in.
And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
So that's an explosive move right there, and it was perfectly timed.
Yeah, that goes in.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
Butler outside. No good from 3.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
Wiggins. Good. Lays it right in there.
Yeah, a lot of poise that time from Wiggins, getting the contact and showing you that veteran poise.
Curry. Oh, he can't jam it home. He is denied. Outside Wiggins with the shot. The 20-foot jumper. Good.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
That's good from Richardson. Warriors trail by 10. Curry fires. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
The shot is off.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Miami.
And I guess they waited for overtime to break out the big guns. It's not even close in this extra period.
It's funny that after 4 quarters of really looking like this was a pick-em game, overtime was a complete beatdown. I can't.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They escape with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm here with Bam, a quality win, showing that Miami Heat fortitude in overtime. What made the difference?
Miami Heat coaching, man. When we get in overtime, other teams, I feel like they don't practice it enough, and we really lock in overtime, and it's go time.
They were prepared, and it paid off. Thanks, Bam.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that'll do it, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, The Machine.